What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be looking at the Prime Kaka. As you can tell, we get it in level 4, I want to say, of this season's objectives. Just a 7-game loan. As you can see, he's already played 2 games for me. Not really done too much because I think the first opponent left relatively quickly. Second one beat me just. Did some nice stuff, but not really anything more than what I was expecting from him. He's a 5-star skiller and a 4-star weak foot. 6'1" with a high medium. I could deal with that. Obviously, he is more of a cam than anything else. Stat-wise, we're looking very, very nice. 91 pace, 86 shooting, 88 passing, and 73 physicals. So, compared to his baby and his mid are 87 and 89, both looking at the 650 to 700k mark. This Prime will cost you 1.7 currently on the market. Is he worth the 1.7? That's what this review is going to be looking at, seeing if he is worth that much. Because personally, I bring every cam back to Zidane, but Zidane's actually not that much more than this card. I think Zidane's, what, 2.2 or something like that? 2 mil now, 1.9, so it's a relatively around the same sort of price, and I rate Zidane so much in this role. Like, without any squad battles, with anything, pretty much rivals, potentially some, potentially some rivals in lower divisions, and then some higher in foot champs as well. He's got more goal contributions than he does actual games, so that is always good for me. Kaka's got a lot to live up to there. So, stat-wise, if we was to compare him outright, more pace, shooting is exactly the same, dribbling-wise is better. I'm expecting some very good stuff from him, so we're going to get straight into a game with him. 1.7 mil worth of a card. Everybody's been using him, as well as that Team of the Year Ronaldo, so definitely be wary in foot champs because we're going to be seeing a lot of this. But 1.7 mil worth of a player. He's coming up against Guardiola. Oi, Red Aguero, that looks nice. Red Tejas as well. Ter Stegen, Nesta, PK, Semedo. Very standard, very nice. I'm expecting him to be relatively decent. So let's see what Kaka could do for us, and we'll see what we can get into. Kaka. Oi. Can he get the shot off? Oh, I thought he scored that. I was going to say near post OP. Absolutely smashes that. Beautiful work from him. Lovely little ball from Mbappe as well. I like it already. That's a nice start. There we go, Kaka. Love it. Ball in. Can we get why is Verge up there? I don't know why Verge is going up for an attack, but Verge was there. Didn't manage to do anything with it. Oh! Oh, it went through his legs. Oh, we've managed to do it. Oh, it's a very, very sweaty goal. But to be honest, this game has been end to end, as you can tell from the kind of mixed up commentary. But we're doing well. Kaka's not really shown much, but we've managed to just claw a goal back. Hopefully we can keep this now and really take this into our stride. And Mbappe. There we go, 2-0, and I think he is gone. Beautiful work from him again. Again, Kaka not really showing a hell of a lot. Is he actually gone? 84th minute. Beautiful game. We've managed to clutch that out really, really well. I feel like we both had a lot of chances. I think the first goal kind of set me up nicely. I got the momentum from that game. Kaka, I don't know, 1.7 mil. It doesn't feel amazing, and especially with, I've not just played one game with him so far. I think this is the 3rd game now I've played with him. I don't know what I feel about him. I feel a little bit, I just feel like he's a little bit of a waste of coins, to be honest. And it's a shame because a lot of these Brazilian icons, bar from top tier like the R9s, the Pelés at the top, they don't seem massively worth it unless you're just a Brazilian fan. Like Ronaldinho 89, his cam, I would love that card. But is he going to be any good? In comparison to a lot of other players, probably not. It's just a matter of him being Brazilian, and I love Ronaldinho, the reason why I would get him. Coming up next, in this next match, we've got a BPL team by the looks of it. Looks very nice, and hopefully we can get our 2nd victory of this video, and I think it would be our 13th win in Foot Champs so far. Oh! Hey, with one goal up, Mbappe managing to stick that round him. Beautiful work right there. Kaka's winning the free kick on that one, so that's a little bit of a contribution at the very least. He looks like he's getting a little bit more involved in this middle now, so that's what I like to see from him. And Zidane did take his time for me to really home in how good he is and where he's going to be. And obviously I have played 400 and something games with him, so it's easy for me to say straight away that Kaka's no good. But until you've played quite a few matches with a player, you don't truly know them inside and out. Like sometimes they can be a little bit lackluster in the first 10 games, and then suddenly you go into the next 50 and you're like, okay, wow, this card's actually incredible. Kaka! He's got to be. That's a great goal. Beautiful work from him. Loving 2-0. Gets that chest on the go. And he just squeezes it. De Gea nearly making that save, but just squeezes it round him. Fantastic work from Kaka. His first goal for the club. This is a much better game for him. Much, much better. Oh, that is an incredible turn. He literally turned me like nothing. Kaka! Oh, Messi! Oh, he's made a double save. Oh, and he's pushed it in the way. That is unreal. Why has Alisson done that? Back to 2-2. Timu Pukki. Kaka. Defending really well now. Managing to get that last block. But we're going to break him. It's just making sure we counter his kind of through balls, if anything. There we go. Kaka getting their third goal there. Second goal of the game for him. Much better performance. Very Zidane-like being in that position, especially when Mbappe's going through. That's a lovely ball. Mbappe. Oh, it's a good save. It's a very, very good save. Probably should have gone with maybe a finesse. That's a tackle. Screw the free kick. It's a good tackle. It stops him getting that attack on the counter down a wing, especially when Carlos is the guy who would be tackling him normally. And that's got to be a penalty. Do we do it? Do we get Kaka's hat-trick and put him on that spot? We'll see what his penalties are like. I don't know if he's actually taking the penalty or not. Let's have a look. What is he? Kaka, 91. Nah, we'll keep it with Zidane. It's pretty much the end game now. And he's got it. Went underneath the keeper. Fantastic work. 4-2. That's 2 victories back-to-back with Kaka. Lovely, lovely stuff right there. I think it was back-to-back. Did we lose the first one? I can't remember. We may have won the first one. I don't know. I think we might have lost it, actually. So going into the overall review for Kaka. The final game was a lot better. It was a hell of a lot better. But I still don't see the benefits of him. I don't know if it's just... I'm kind of comparing him to Zidane too much, but for 1.7 million, I didn't think he was worth it in my opinion. I like the Brazilian and I love Kaka, don't get me wrong. I very much like Dino. Any Brazilian players that were back in the day, I absolutely adore them. Would love a Brazilian icon team, but I just don't think he's worth that much money. I really don't. If anything, if I was going to go for one, I'd go for the baby or mid just to cut the cost, as, to be honest, how different can they be? Obviously, this one has got a few decent juiced up stats, but realistically, a hunter would do him just fine in his baby or mid. So I'd probably end up just getting one of them instead. That's just personally my opinion with him. I don't think he is worth it. He's a good player, but I just don't think he's really worth that value. I think there is a hell of a lot you could get for that value. Like if you just went and took, say we go 500,000 and then we put it up to say $1 million, because there's realistically not much in between that. So we go special, not special, we need to go cam. So if we go cam right here, you can see straight away Rui Costa. You got a lot of decent players, decent choices as well. Some of them are defensive mids. De Bruyne's a nice one with a decent chem style on him. Son could actually play there quite well. Anyone else who's screaming out at me? Salah, I suppose, to an extent. I think the problem with this is it's actually too expensive for what cards you could get. A lot of these cards are not millions and millions of coins. That's the big difference. Like you look at some of these here. Mertens would do a fantastic job. Martial would do actually all right. Gomez a decent cam, not quite as good. I'd be looking at someone like Ericsson. you can get them for literally 1/10 of the price, and I think that's the way to go. The only thing Kaka and pretty much every icon offers you is the fact they link with everybody. That is the only thing that an icon has that a normal card doesn't. So if you can get your team already strong linked up and everything like that, maybe have some icons kind of like I do, sprinkled around the place, you can definitely save yourself some coins by rather than buying the names rather than the actual players. So overall, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. I wasn't as impressed as I thought I'd be. I thought he was going to be a bit better than that. Looking at the stats, I genuinely thought it was going to be really, really OP. But unfortunately, I just don't see it happening. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know. Make sure down below that you let me know if you did enjoy it. Give it a slap of a like on there. And if you want to subscribe as well, watch down there. We're nearly at that 5K mark. I cannot wait. Thank you very much, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.